Horoscope for Virgo, Sunday, 21 December 2025. Welcome to Cosmologicaleb. Today, Virgo, the universe challenges you to find the balance between two powerful forces: the tension that arises from demanding quadratures and the fluidity that emerges from cosmic alliances. It is a day of contrast, like a tense string that vibrates under the weight of what you want to achieve and the need to contain emotions. You feel that rope tense between will and power, Virgo, between acting with determination and stopping you to reflect. The Sun and Venus, which today merge into your home 4, invite you to connect with your interior, to review your roots, and to allow yourself the luxury of feeling what you really need. Saturn and Neptune in conjunction, on the other hand, add a tinge of depth to your world of relationships, asking for clarity in the middle of the fog. Don't be afraid of tension, because their cracks shine opportunities for transformation. Take a deep breath. Today's energy feels like an emotional roller coaster, but with an invisible mooring that keeps you anchored. Prepare to challenge boundaries, heal hidden wounds, and find creative paths in the spaces you thought stuck. Today, the cosmos gives you an important lesson. There is no growth without friction, but there is light in every touch. In the professional field, Pluto in your home 6 activates an energy of radical transformation. It's like you have to dig up old work habits to plant something stronger. You might feel that a project you've been driving for weeks is reluctant to move forward, as if the universe were saying, "You're on the right track, but you need to clean up the debris of the past." This happens because Saturn, structure, and Pluto, renaissance, ask you to abandon tasks that no longer serve to focus on what drives your potential. On the other hand, the trine between Jupiter and Saturn opens unexpected doors. If you are looking for new resources, an investment, or a partner, today is the day to act with confidence. However, the squaring of the Sun with Saturn adds a touch of prudence. Imagine that you are in a key meeting. Your mind wants to propose bold ideas, but your instinct warns you to validate every detail. It is a challenge for Virgo, but a valuable challenge. To balance, Jupiter in trine with Neptune suggests that your financial intuition is enhanced. Don't be afraid if an opportunity appears that seems unreal. If you analyze it logically and carefully, it could be the beginning of something big. In finance, avoid unnecessary expenses, but if you're in a negotiation, use today as a day to close deals. Energy asks you to act with discipline and long-term vision. Your physical and emotional well-being today depends on your ability to find structure in chaos. Pluto in House 6 and the tension between the Sun and Saturn suggest that your organism asks for a reset. You may wake up with that feeling of "I need to move," as if your body demanded an urgent walk or a deep stretch. The key is to balance the energy of Mars, action, with Saturn's patience, discipline. If you feel your routine is collapsing, like burning toast for being distracted or being late for engagement, use the ritual of order. Organize your workspace or cooking, because a clean environment will help calm your mind. Also, it prioritizes rest. The Moon in House 4 asks you to honor your inner needs, as if you had to close the door of the world for a moment. A hot bath with salts, a short nap, or just turn off your mobile for an hour will be acts of self-love that will restore your energy. Remember, the body is the first language of the soul. Today, listen to him. Love and home are the epicenters of your emotional life today. With the Sun and Venus in House 4, you feel an intense connection to your family environment or to the space you share with someone. It's like the universe tells you, check your home, not just physically, but emotionally. Maybe today you have a conversation with a relative you needed to have, or a moment of gratitude to the person who takes care of you. However, the quadrature of Venus with Saturn and Neptune adds tension in relationships. You might feel like there's a fog between you and your partner. It looks like they're there, but something doesn't fit. It's not a lack of love, it's Venus asking for space. If you're single, today a touch could come up with someone interesting, an accidental touch on the street or a fleeting look. That will leave you a strange emotion, halfway between desire and doubt. Mars in House 5, on the other hand, activates your desire to express creativity in the loving realm. Surprise someone with a small but significant detail. A handwritten letter, a recipe that you cook, or simply the gesture of listening without interrupting. Saturn and Neptune in House 7 demand that you face the shadows in your relationships. There may be a pending issue, an emotional debt, a misunderstanding that today calls for clarification. Do not be afraid of confrontation. Sometimes the light that enters through the crack is the one that transforms. Today, your mind is a beacon that lights up in the dark. Jupiter in the 11th house, in trine to Saturn, gives you the opportunity to expand your social horizons. It's like you suddenly realized that the group of friends you've been putting off an artistic or community project isn't that far away anymore. Maybe a WhatsApp message from a colleague invites you to collaborate on something that excites you. But don't limit yourself to the social. Uranus in House 9 suggests it's time to make a bold decision, like enrolling in a course, traveling to an unknown place, or exploring a philosophy you've never considered before. The squaring of the Sun with Neptune, however, can bring distractions. A movie that you see and makes you wonder about your purpose, or a book that catches you but takes you away from your responsibilities. Use Jupiter's energy to anchor your ideas, but don't forget that growth is also in the stillness. Today, allow yourself a mental click, like when you see an ad for a product you needed, or when a song from your childhood gives you a revelation about your past. Wisdom comes disguised as chance. Given the tense cosmic climate, you need a transmutation ritual today. The gold advice is rewrite the story of your blockades. Take a roll, write down everything that is irritating or slowing you down today. A misunderstanding at work, a mismatch in a relationship, an idea that doesn't want to germinate, and visualize it as a dense energy that weighs on your chest. Then place it in a bowl with water and salt, and as you dip it, repeat. The friction is transformed into clarity. What blocks me today, tomorrow will be my rung. Water symbolizes Neptune's adaptability, and salt the structure of Saturn. This act will not only cleanse your mind, but will help you see that challenges are only stages in a larger process. Today, your talisman color is the deep indigo, a fusion of Neptune's intuition and Saturn's discipline. Take it in an accessory, a garment, or even as a screen color on your mobile phone. This tone, reminiscent of the night before dawn, will remind you that silence precedes transformation, and that in the heart of the shadows, there is a beacon shining only for you. Have a nice day, dear Virgo. Subscribe to Cosmological Lab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.